I'm going to make a quick video here on equipment and stuff. A lot of people buy Chinese toe straps off eBay and they don't know what they're doing. And if you use the wrong strap for the wrong thing, you're really going to get hurt. Well, let's look here. This is, I can't tell you because that tag is too dirty. Can't say where this one was made, but I'll say this. That there should give you your regulation. I think it's supposed to say it's a 4x16 foot. Okay, this is your choker strength, which means you take one end, slide it over the other, and in vertical it will do 9,600 pounds. Let's say for horizontal. Basket, you wrap it back around and have like a spreader bar between them, or sometimes on the same hook, depends on the object you're picking up and the width of the item, is 24,000 pounds. Just a vertical pole, one end of this hanging straight up and down. Yeah, one end hooked to the lifting device, one end hooked to what you're lifting, is 12,000 pounds. Okay, if you're pulling a vehicle with this flat toe, which is horizontal, you still have a 12,000 pound capacity strap. If you take one end, slide it over, and hook one end to your tow vehicle and the other's just wrapped around the other vehicle, that's a 9,600 pound vertical pole or horizontal pole. This is much better quality than a Chinese strap you're getting off eBay, and a lot of them aren't telling you that they're selling a strap that's rated for 4,000 pounds that looks like this. Okay, this is my axle strap here, and this is, rated at a working load limit of 3,333 pounds. The burst on the strapping and probably on the D-ring ends is 10,000 pounds. That's, for it to fail. This is made in made in 2016, June of 2016. It's marked there. It was made in USA. The guys, he comes to the local swap meets, and I bought a few things from him. I paid $30 for 2 of these axle straps. Okay, and if you're tying down a 10,000 pound vehicle, you can do it with these. You use 4, and then you also use a chain to add the extra capacity. But these here, yeah, you could put 3,000 pounds of force. And rolling a 3,000 pound vehicle, the only time you really do that is when you're extricating it. Now, that's not for extricating. I got those for winching stuff onto my car dolly with. And I'm not going to exceed 3,000 pounds of force getting something on the car dolly, because if it's that stuck, it's going to be beyond the winch capabilities of what I have to get on the car dolly. Okay, let's move on to the shackle here. Okay, shackle, clevis, D-ring, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is a cotter key type with not internally threaded, so you have to use a pin that is threaded for a nut. And this pin has bolt heads. Some don't. Some are just a bar there that has a hole where you can put a rod through it. This is a nut and bolt, and it's there. And WLL working load limit 8-1/2, so 8.5 tons. And tons 2,000 pounds, so 8.5 tons is 17,000 pounds work load limit. Okay, now my chain fall, which is came from a rigging company that was going under and got it at auction with some other stuff. The chain fall here, it's kind of hard to see, but I'm pretty sure that that'd be 1.5 ton. Up, down, neutral. So in, out, and neutral if you're doing it in horizontal. Yeah, I bought this in the auction as a well-used piece, but they're valuable. I've actually pulled a truck that was down in the river out with one of these, hooking it to trees, and that truck was easily 10,000 pounds, and the Meyer factor probably took it up to 15,000 pounds, and we used a 3-ton chainfall or a 8,000 pound chainfall. This one here, it's a bit smaller, but for moving things around, you could use this if you have an overhead mount. Pull engines out of cars, you can pull things horizontally and vertically. They use them all sorts of things on union job sites. And then I got one of my cheap jack stands here, not one of my older ones. This is, your standard made in China Pro Lift jack stand. But if you see on here, it's rated for 6,000 pounds or 3 tons to support. And yeah, I've seen these under things that weigh a lot more. But you got a car like the Lumina that has a overall weight with passengers or with a driver like 3,200 to 3,500 pounds. This will definitely hold it. It will hold up the Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer with driver and fuel is 5,500 pounds empty. No cargo, no trailer. With the trailer behind it and a passenger, it's about 6,500 pounds with the trailer empty. So, this one of these will hold up one car in the Explorer. You put 2 of them under there, you've got stuff that'll hold 12,000 pounds. It's only holding 3,000 to, say, maybe at the most 4,000, depending on how you pick the vehicle up. You're well within your working load limit. These things, they are not as flimsy as some of the ones made in the 90s. I don't plan on using it to hold 6,000 pounds by itself. There would always be a second jack stand involved if it was holding that much weight. I don't like taking things like jack stands right up to their working load limit. That's just me. Your opinion may vary. It's your life. Risk it as you see fit. Later.